My child, the next step in evolution is here. Yep, we're talking about the newest sovereign addition to the Guardians of the Galaxy, Adam Warlock. After the golden confirmation of Will Poulter's casting, fans were over the moon. The Maze Runner star has worked immensely hard for his new role, and it shows. Now that the film is done, the star is dishing out. So let's see what he has in store for us. To begin with, Will has some comments on the workout. Will Poulter has come a long way from the tame little Eustace in Narnia. His transformation for the Guardians of the Galaxy threequel is turning up the heat. Fans are thirsting over his shredded physique, with some saying, "Sorry, when did Will Poulter get so hot?" No denying that. He has us fanning ourselves too. However, getting that ripped was no walk in the park. The actor recently said he wouldn't wish it on his worst enemies. Not in those words exactly, but we can safely assume it was tough. Before getting into the challenging aspects, he did say it was interesting. Not sure if he genuinely found it interesting or was just saying it sarcastically. Then again, he may have said it not to get in trouble with big bosses. Still, the actor said he wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Instead, he believes in getting in shape responsibly while tending to his mental health. For him, health is first and aesthetics second. The adorable We're the Miller's boy, sorry man, said that despite his goals, the training was unhealthy and unrealistic, especially if you don't have a mega studio to back you up. Paying for those specific meals and exercise can make you bankrupt. Marvel is kinda like the strict military dad, shall we say. Don't get Will wrong, he realizes how privileged he is to be blessed with this role. Undoubtedly, any MCU job is coveted by many. Still, he wouldn't suggest the regimen to anyone. So what was his training? Well, the rigorous training had a very specific diet. He'll tell you that. We don't expect him to dish out the top secret training recipe, but there are some snippets. Poulter says, first off, there was a ton of gymming. That much we expected. Secondly, the diet wasn't civilized at times. That's an intriguing way to put it. He commented about the portion sizes, saying, "You wouldn't necessarily want to ingest what you have been feeding to your leads, Marvel. Either it's raw egg white for the big guns, or the MCU has invented its own superhero serum. In stark contrast, sometimes the food quantities weren't enough, so it has been a series of different diets. Looks like the poor guy is kept on his toes. Right now, even though the filming is done, he's still in the maintenance phase. You never know when you might be called back for reshoots." About this phase, the Midsommar alum says he's not eating in bulk or cutting on meals, but his relationship with food is definitely affected. Sometimes, even looking at food can be too much for him, but in a blink, he becomes so hungry that he's down for eating furniture. Imagine that hunger monster. The way he's telling it, it does sound super unhealthy. Those drastic changes in diet may mess him in the long run, and he's not the only one commenting. It's no secret being a superhero requires intense workouts to be insanely ripped. It's getting borderline concerning for the actor's health. Then there's the unrealistic portrayal critique. Some think these packed figures promote idealistic standards in men, just like supermodels do in girls. Other stars have spoken about how tough it is to train for these roles. Our favorite magician, Ant-Man, aka Paul Rudd, said he didn't eat anything for a year in preparation for his character. Rudd went as far as to say eliminate all fun for a year, and then you can play a superhero. He took all the workout advice from Chris Pratt. MCU Star-Lord had an impressive glow-up. He drank so much water that his bathroom breaks became a running joke. However, it was the legendary X-Men, Hugh Jackman, who truly commented on how painful it is to depict a beefed superhuman. He shared a photo of himself deadlifting massive weights while looking hammered. The Wolverine star said, "Is it just me, or does the guy look like he's in serious pain?" On the other hand, we have a bunch of others who put their foot down and refuse to undergo intense workouts. For example, in the upcoming Black Widow, Florence Pugh said she didn't want to be a part of something that had people hovering over her, but it doesn't mean she didn't commit to it fully. The fierce Yelena portrayer took care of her nutrition on her own. She cooked homemade meals and brought them to set. Now that's dedication. Up next, why does he have to work so hard? Remember the gold-skinned sovereigns? Well, the High Priestess Ayesha faced an epic defeat by the Guardians in Volume 2. In the post-credits scene, we were teased by a golden chamber, a person Ayesha labeled as Adam. So that is how he was introduced to us. Not that the sovereigns want revenge, they've created Adam Warlock, the creme de la creme of their species. He's the ideal sovereign. Say Captain America of America. Of course, we know Ayesha wouldn't be pulling any punches now, so Adam will be a force to be reckoned with. In comics, this perfect being is tall, a criterion that Will matches. However, attaining his jacked-up ideal body is a challenge. According to the Marvel directory, the character is a hefty 240 pounds, all muscle. So to achieve that, the actor has to work super hard. He's somewhat like Vision, but intentionally created for an ulterior motive. While the Red Vision may be a pacifist, this golden man is an all-out warrior. That's why he'll have lots of stunts and action scenes in the movie. So apart from the aesthetics and accurate comic portrayal, Poulter needs to be at his best. He requires strength, strength, stamina, and sheer hard work because he's got some serious competition. Following with Atom Face-Offs. With the Guardians teaming up with Thor in Love and Thunder, we might see a reversal in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Flying rumor says the chiseled Norse god may have a role in this threequel. If that's the case, fans think Will needs to work very hard to share the screen with them. In recent Thor trailers, we've seen sneak peeks of Chris Hemsworth's swoon-worthy figure. In fact, his body has been dropping bodies and not by force. Fans are applying it again and again, and that only adds pressure. Portraying the best of his race in front of the mammoth of a god would be nerve-wracking. Even if Thor doesn't star in it, there are plentiful characters that can make him look tiny. We have Dave Bautista's Drax, or even Chris Pratt's Star-Lord. Of course, the former WWE wrestler Dave has the advantage of being a towering figure, but given how Ant-Man is taking tips from Pratt, his workout is no piece of cake either, so the newcomer Warlock needs to create an on-screen presence. Another important factor can be the relentless fans' criticism. If they don't like something, they can be downright cruel. Take Captain Marvel's Brie Larson. The actress worked crazy hard to portray the best version of a cosmic powerhouse, but fans weren't impressed by her character, so Will Poulter needs to up his game. And finally, no worries, Will is committed to his MCU role. No wonder why the star carried out this incredibly strenuous regimen. His co-stars are all jacked. He understood the assignment and left no stone unturned to make a blockbuster entry. His dedication has earned him praising words from the director James Gunn. The GOTG visionary has marked him as the best, according to the director. Will's killing it. What's more, Gunn had a curious thing to say about him. First, he said fans would love him, then retracted, saying that if not love, then they'll surely appreciate him. Does that mean he is indeed the villain? Unfortunately, we'll only have to wait for the movie to drop in May 2023. For now, Poulter's dedication comes at a cost. The Midsommar alum's mental health is apparently affected. In addition, his social meetups are dwindling because he can't keep up with the ridiculous diets and eat with friends. Still, he's very excited to have the golden opportunity. You can assess his dedication by this, that he already went ahead and dyed his hair blonde. You might think, what's the big deal in that? His character in comics is blonde. Well, the big deal is his golden brown natural hair would have sufficed for the role, but the actor wanted 100% accuracy or nothing. Luscious golden hair is one of Adam Warlock's distinguishing features. That's why the media articles label it a solid move by Poulter. However, if the character sticks, his natural locks can be utilized further down the road. So our fingers are crossed for Adam Warlock's smash landing on the big screen. We're rooting for him to become an anti-hero and beloved character. A newer Loki, perhaps. And that's a wrap on this video. Tell us in the comments, what do you think about the strict workout routines? Don't forget to like and share this video. If you want more Marvel content, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. We'll be seeing you in the next one.